We're gonna do the butterfly kit. So you should have your block, your string, and then grab a pair of scissors to use just a couple times. So your kit will come with 2 different colors, and it will be the same amount of string for each one. So one is to fill in and one is to outline, and you get to choose which one goes where. So for this one, I already knew I was gonna do blue on inside, so I just did less purple. But for your kit, you'll have enough for both. So go ahead and unwind it. And then what you're gonna wanna do is tie a double knot on any nail in the butterfly outline. So I like to make my knot in the air, kind of make a little lasso first, kind of like this, just so you have a loop. And then from there, you can pick any nail, trap it and pull it. I will shorten my little tail, okay? Then you're gonna do that one more time on the same nail so that it stays put. Just like that. And there's different kinds of knots you can use. If you know a different one, go for it. We just don't want it to come off the nail. That's the goal. Then this little blip, you can kind of trim if you want. It bugs me, so I always trim it. Okay, so now what we're gonna do for the butterfly is hold it tight and just wrap around and around. You can do a few when it's the curves and around like that. We're just gonna wrap around and around and around and get our little outline going. Like so. And we're not going to go up here for the antennas. That's gonna be in our other color. So we can just kind of skip that and I'll show you afterwards. So this is your section and you have to stay in this section. Don't go down here. Don't go up here crazy. No. But if you do on accident, you can always unwind it and it's just fine. So there's no rules for how you do this. It's kind of like coloring. You can color any direction, up, down, sideways, a little bit shaded, a little bit not, whatever you want. There's no right or wrong way to do it. Normally, I like the shading just from wherever you are, just to start. Going side to side. And then I'll just kind of go like this way. Whoops. See, if you don't hold it tight enough, it'll start to unravel. And every now and then, if you just kind of wrap it around, that'll help make it a little tighter too. But you're just doing this any way you want. You can use your other hand to hold the string in place, to help guide it, or just to hold the block, whichever feels comfortable. So then once I get here, I just choose a different direction, going this way, and just keep going back and forth like this. Then once I've done this for a while, I'll kind of look and go kind of crazy all over, especially because when I do this, I end up with this a little bit more empty, and this is empty, and this is empty. So as you do it, you'll see little empty spots, and you can kind of focus your time more like this. Back and forth, just wherever. So it's just fun. And if you don't like it, yeah, just unravel it and try again, whatever you want to do. Okay. Once you have finished everything, make sure you leave yourself enough string to tie more knots. So it's just like the first step. Pick any nail, hold it tight so your stuff doesn't unravel, make a little loop in the air, plop it on, trap it, and pull. And then you're gonna do that once. Sometimes I even do it a third time, just because. So you just wanna pull it and make sure it's tight so it doesn't unravel on you, because then you'll have to just make it again. And then with this long tail, again, just like in the beginning, we're gonna trim it. Don't trim it any shorter than this really, right here, just because you kind of want it to have a little bit of give so it doesn't undo itself. And then what I like to do is with the open end of scissors carefully, so you don't cut yourself or the string, you need to just kind of tuck it in like so. Okay, so that is your base. And now I'm gonna show you how to do the wonderful border. So there's a couple ways to think about it. One is it's going to be a figure 8 in between each set of nails. That's one way to look at it. So the first step, again, tie your knot. I'll pick this one. You can tie it anywhere. And then tie another knot, like so. And I have a really big tail, I just realized. Trim it so it's kind of, you know, this time you want it to not be longer than the nail next to it, because we're going to tuck it into the border. Then you're going to hold it tight. And so the figure 8 I break into about 4 different steps. So this is step 1. We're going to go on the inside, wrapping, wrapping, wrapping. And this just helps make the color below pop really well and finish it off. And it's just so pretty. We're just going to go all the way around, holding it tight. Whoops. And so this is step 1 of 4, basically. And I just break it apart like this because it's easier for my brain. And here we go. And then we'll repeat all these steps up here in a sec. So then the next one, so you're going to go around again for pass number 2, but diagonal. So instead of going just to the same side, we're going to go crisscross. So left to right, left to right. You can wrap it every now and then. Left to right. Usually around the curve, sometimes you feel like you have to wrap around a bit. And that's good. Okay, again, you can push it down if it feels like it's popping off, because the string is full with the blue, or the butterfly is full with the blue string. Just gonna keep going. Then for step number 3, it's the same as step 2, but we're gonna now do a diagonal on the opposite side. So you're basically gonna wrap it around wherever that starting nail is. For me, it's this center one. And we're gonna go backwards to get a crisscross on the opposite side. So once we've done a few, you can see it is now looking like an X in between each set of nails. You can kind of see it right here. So it looks like there's an X and then a line on the side. So that's what you want. And you just keep going around. This is number 3. You might be able to guess what the last step will be after we get to it. It's basically the first step again. I'm just gonna keep going. Then for the last one, you're gonna go on the outside. So we did the inside, and we did 2 times with the crisscross, and now we're gonna go on the outside edges and wrap it in, wrap it in, wrap it in. And just keep going, hold it tight. Not like that, see? That's where sometimes you gotta use the other hand too. And then it's all these same steps for the top antennas. And keep going. And here we are. See, it kind of tucked itself in. So from here, we're gonna go up and curve around, and then curve around the other way. So all these same 4 steps that we did is how you're gonna outline the antenna. So just wrap around, go this way, and you do crisscross, go all the way back down to that first one. That. And technically you can even do, if you have enough string, yep, looks like plenty of string. You will have enough string, because I gave myself only a little bit because I knew I didn't need all of it. And then from here, You can even do a couple passes on the antenna if you want it to be a little thicker. Sometimes that helps. And you've got your cute little butterfly. So I'm going to do another couple passes for fun. I'm wrapping and wrapping and wrapping. I'll do this one too. You can even just do, like I'm not doing the full diagonals on the inside. You can, but I'm more just doing the sides. Then when you're ready, you just go back down to that center one. Or even what you can do is go up to this one right above the center one and have that be your stopping point, and then you can kind of tuck the tail into here. And gravity will hopefully work with you. But we'll just see. See, I said, listen, I still didn't use it all. Okay, here we go. That's why I like to send more than enough in the kits so you guys don't have to worry if you accidentally cut it, rip it, pull it, make a knot. I don't know. Worst case scenario here. Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and trim and see if it'll be nice today and tuck in, or if we'll have to battle. Because sometimes it just doesn't want to work. All right, there it is. Cute little butterfly.